Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. If a relative of mine claims to be a Muslim but does not believe in Isra Miraj and says it is a fairy tale, is he considered a believer? Is there anything that I can say to him to convince him that this really happened to the Prophet ﷺ?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Tell him, there's nothing that we can do today to convince people. They already made up their minds. But at least you can just say, you have to wake up. Why you have to wake up? It's the khutbah saying, no? They came, the mushriks, they came to Hazrat Abu Bakr and to so many others too, who were saying, we're following the Prophet. It was a test for them. And they say, now we have it. He went completely crazy, he's saying. He's saying he went to, not only he went to Quds, which Holy Prophet ﷺ did not only go to Qudus, he went to Medina, he went to Madian, he went to the mountain of Tur, where Musa ﷺ spoke to Allah. He went to the birthplace of Isa ﷺ. Then he went to Quds. And not only that, he went to the 7 paradises. He went down to the 7 Jahannams. And he went all the way up to Sidrat al-Muntaha. And beyond that, he went to divine presence. Now, those mushriks, the event of the Isra Miraj, it is what separates the believers from the hypocrites. Those who are pretending to believe. Those who are pretending to believe. So, the mushriks then went to everyone to say now he went completely crazy. He said that he went to Qudus. He went everywhere. In one night, in a blink of an eye, he went. As saying this is impossible. You still believing him now? Isn't that something that we have to go through? Be careful. We may be tested with that too. Many people will come to this Jama'ah and say, now your Shaykh, we're saying that your Shaykh is completely crazy. He's going to come back. Now we know nobody is going to come back. And those who really believe, and those who are pretending to believe, this is what is going to separate. So, these are very unusual times. This is Akhir Zaman. And in the war, the big war between Haq and Batil, so many unusual things are going to happen that is going to shake the Iman. May our Imans not be shaken, inshallah. So they came to so many, and so many. There are some, not so many, some whose Imans, they are weak. Move up, don't sit over there, move up. That their Iman there is weak, they say, yes, this is the last straw. This is very difficult. So now we say, we don't believe you anymore. And so many fail. There are those who fail. And they went to Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. And Abu Bakr Siddiq is saying, he's saying that? He says, yes, then I believe. And that is the title of Siddiq. Siddiq, the trustworthy ones. The ones who is trustworthy and he trusts. The one who says, Amanna wa Saddaqna. We believe and we obey. And we are truthful witnesses to that. He didn't sit down to think. He didn't consult. He didn't go around asking people. He didn't read books. He's saying, I believe him. Whatever he says that, I believe him. They were trying to ridicule the Prophet too, alayhi salatu wasalam. They said, you claim that you went? He says, yes. He says, now. He says, lift up one leg. Holy Prophet, lift up one leg. And he says, now lift the other leg. Holy Prophet put the foot down and lift up the other leg. He says, you cannot even lift 2 legs up, 2 feet up. And you say, you went to Quds and you went all the way up. He says, I didn't say that I went. He says, Allah took me. And that is what it is saying in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took His Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. And that was what separated the believers from the hypocrites at that time, 1400 years ago. And belief in the Isra and Miraj It is one of the strongest things, part of our faith, because on that night so many things happen. Very important thing that happened on that night is 5 daily prayers. The 5 prayers, it is the foundation of our faith. So many other things happen. The Amana Rasul, the ayat was given that holy night, directly from Allah to His Prophet, without Jibreel alayhi salam. That is why in our way we're reciting Amana Rasul so many times. The blessings that comes down to it, especially in these last days, you cannot measure it. Simple, just to recite. So for those who don't believe and says it is a fairy tale, we say good luck to you. If it's a close family member, don't argue with them. Pray for them. They may believe man went to the moon. Huh? Which so many people, they don't even believe that. Unbelievers, they don't believe man. For us, he said, no, it cannot. But they are not believing Holy Prophet ﷺ is taken by Allah, by His Lord, on the night of Isra Miraj. So, those who don't believe it, who says this is a fairy tale, we say be careful, because this is not something that is to be taken lightly. For 1400 years Muslims have believed it. Now if you think you are smarter than millions of Muslims who have passed before you, that you suddenly discover because you went to a kafir school, you learned ABC, and you learn how to question, and suddenly you're questioning everything, and you're saying, no, it cannot be, it doesn't make sense. If it's because of that, then we say good luck to you. Your faith is either going to save you, or it's going to put you to Jahannam. If you have the wrong faith, it's going to bring you to Jahannam, that's all. If you have the right faith, it's going to bring you to Jannah. So, Isra Miraj, it is a very important part of Islam, a very important part of our history. But Holy Prophet ﷺ also, he did not go to Isra Miraj one time. So many times he went. And if you think that the knowledge of Isra Miraj is only what is contained in books or on Google or on websites these days, they're not even going to real books, then you are mistaken. Because if the president, for example, I don't like president, I say king. If the king wants to speak to his Sadr Azam, to his Grand Vizier, is invited to speak to his private room, to speak private things. Whatever the Sadr Azam says, this is what the king speaks to me, is not everything. It's not everything that he shared with the king, with the sultan, is it? Of course it's not. Why he should be telling everyone everything anyway? So there are different levels of knowledge there, different levels of what happened on that night. There's a level of what happened that night, the knowledge that is only given to the awam, that is only given to the masses, to the majority of the common people. That there is a knowledge that he gave only to his sahabis. He says, don't give it to everyone. Knowledge that only is shared with the prophets and the awliyas. And there is also just knowledge, the words that he only shared with between him and his Lord. That is only between them. That is not spreading to even those ones who are close to him. As he likes, he may. So now, Islam, yes, it is not just saying shahadat, going up and down empty, saying shahadat with the tongue, going up and down empty, not giving zakat, fasting any way that you want, going to Hajj as a tourist, as a vacation to go shopping, giving zakat. No. It is not just that. Now we understand Islam. It is a knowledge that it is not low, it is the highest knowledge. And there are knowers above every knower. Inshallah Rahman, what is necessary for us, we will know. So good luck to them. We're praying that it's not just your family member or your close friend. There's so many Muslims now in these days. They're so smart. Smart from the left side. Smart from the wrong side of smartness. That is not smart. That is not intelligence. People who don't even know how to enter into a bathroom. They don't even know how to wash themselves properly. And they're saying, no, we don't believe in Isra Miraj. So we come to that time now. Don't get involved in that confusion. Pull yourself away. This is what Prophet is saying. End of times, this is what's going to happen. Pull yourself away. Don't get involved in that. And be in a jama'at that is there for the sake of Allah, living a simple life, worshipping. Then that's the time you will keep your faith. Otherwise, you're going to lose it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.